Hello, folks. This is Joe from MIGeekScene. I'm here at Astronomicon with the demented duo Twiztid. I'm here with Jamie Madrox and Monoxide. How are you two doing today?
We are like over the moon excited. It is day 2 of Astronomicon. It's Saturday. We're not even at 7 o'clock yet. The floor is full of people. We are like children in a candy store. I can't express to you how over the moon we are. Last year we had inclement weather. It was look how happy he is. Last year we had crap weather. It was 3 feet of snow. People were doing donuts in the parking lot, and people still sung the praises of like all the vendors and the talent. Were like, man, we're so proud that it worked. So we were like, this year, if we don't have that snow, it's like almost double in attendance. I can't even. I was gonna keep smiling.
Yeah.
I mean, I came out last year for a day, and yes, I do remember the crappy weather, but I still had a good time, and I was blown away. Because I came out on a Saturday, and I was blown away by how many people were there, and I heard that Friday was a good turnout, and it seems like history has repeated itself for this year.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I just think that it's like we finally come to figure out that there's other people like us out there that are yearning for more con time, more conventions, more get-togethers, more let's celebrate our fandom and our nerdisms and all that shit and under the roof and make it happen, man.
Well, I definitely plan on going into the fandom and nerdism part of that.
Yeah,
a little bit later, though.
Okay,
But I would like to start off by going into the past. Okay. Why was Spice One's 187 Hero and Run DMC's Raising Hell the first albums you bought?
Raising Hell was the first album I bought.
That was like one of the first rap tapes
records
you could buy.
For real. Yeah, well, I remember at the time, which was really crazy. We're talking about a cassette, but Raising Hell was printed in definitely 2, possibly 3 colorways.
Yeah.
It was a red and blue, it was a blue and green, and it was the same picture. It was a black and white picture, but they did this like offset 3D thing, and I'll never forget that. To me, and now thinking back on it, that was a very first variation of an album with an incentive to buy more than one. With incentive to buy more than one. I mean, DMC was ahead of the curve before we are here today. Now you see variant covers and 1 of 5 buyer incentives. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know what the fandom in the comic world, you know about the variants. So to know that it spans that far back to a cassette tape. Okay.
Fair enough.
Mind blown.
Have you met them in person to tell them that?
No. Would love to meet them. I'm sure Reverend Run probably wouldn't like us in our dark, wicked ways. Nevertheless, we would love him. And I heard DMC is just like a really down to earth dude. R.I.P. Jay.
He's into the comics too.
He is.
Yes.
He is.
DMC
Absolutely.
is. I believe him and his buddy launched a comic.
Maybe next year at Astronomicon 3 we can get DMC.
Could be.
Right here, right now.
Ring ding 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 ring ding ding.
I think that would be cool. I'm pretty sure Spice One would be down to meet you too.
187 wrong.
Spice One has actually been really cool. And wasn't he supposed to do something with Blaze a couple years back?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean he's level 10 chill dude, not like unapproachable or nothing like that. Totally respectful of the just the music love. We are both in the industry and that's cool. It's like a nod of the hat to each other.
Fair enough. Influential beat makers.
Dr.
Dre.
Michael 7 Summers.
Absolutely. Godsend. Our band.
Ryan Lewis.
Yeah, Ryan Lewis. Yeah.
J. Cole.
I'm gonna go further even back, and I don't know if it's
Big Crit. Amazing
I
beat
don't know if
makers.
you're referring to production side or whatever, but realistically, I still go to this day. Paul McCartney and the Wings. Band on the Run is one of the most structurally crazy sounds. It goes from one tempo into another tempo, back to another tempo. It's like a roller coaster. Still perplexes my mind to these days, all that years after and I love that. We still go to that as a go-to in the studio thing, like make it like the Wings. We're like, what? And then Paul's in the back doing this.
Like Drake.
Like
he'll just have 5 different tempo changes. It sounds like 5 different songs into one song.
How influential was that? You know what I mean? People still to this day are
crazy.
Maybe not giving the nod of the hat respectfully so like they should, but clearly borrowing the idea of the tempo change.
I mean, I may not be huge in hip hop myself, but some beat makers that I've come to respect, and both of their birthdays were on the same day this week. Jay Dilla and Nujabes.
All right, yeah, fair enough. Respect to both. Yeah. It's like that's the thing. It's like
I'm just not a big East Coast head.
I love
like
music.
The bounce.
I love music that makes you feel. Yeah, hell yeah. He likes the funk and the big bounce, but music that makes us feel. If you feel
Easy Mo B,
them little hairs on the back of your neck stand up, or your arm hairs stand, you feel that that tingling, that pins and needles. It's touching your soul. It's magic. Something's happening there that's greater than just you playing a song.
The sauce.
And if we hear a song and it gets us into that, that's what makes us want to write to it.
All right, and I actually wanted to learn a little bit more about you two. So after I've
The
listened
band
to
or us?
you two as people.
Okay. See, I don't know a lot about Bono, man. I don't know a lot. But us,
And that exactly plays into my next question. In a lot of interviews, I noticed that your improv game is great, especially with comebacks, which you just demonstrated right there. Comedic influences, gentlemen.
Chris Farley, I love him. He was great. Someone who knew that they had a natural funniness to them, didn't really have to figure out a routine. Actually, was more easy to just fall through a table and make people. I think just his presence, being around people, made people smile, and there was something intoxicating about that. Pardon the pun.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy too.
Eddie Murphy.
Delirious and raw.
Eddie
Absolutely.
Murphy.
Those
Delirious.
those are staples in us growing up. Like, we would literally look at each other, and like how people do for the Steel Panther songs, like they look at each other and say the words in each other's eyes. We used to do that as kids with the actual word for word from Raw and Delirious.
Yeah.
And hell yeah.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where it was like that. Maybe secretly, maybe that's where we developed our comedic timing.
Absolutely, man.
Really?
Extremely influenced by
so then we're
him
giving
and
it to
all
Eddie.
the voices and everything.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't think we're influenced heavier in anything we do more than that dude.
Fair enough.
Like, he really came through to us.
He was
And
the one
from
who,
him to
again,
Dave
like I said,
Chappelle.
the timing, the availability to tell a story, the idea of how you can start with a character and bring the whole entire thing full circle.
Right, he had
back
sound
to at the
effects
end.
in his stories.
Yeah. And then you got in the car.
Right.
You're like, oh man, nobody tells a story like Eddie. I still do
He
that
was
to this
just-
day.
yeah,
You're
right,
You are
absolutely,
That's a
man.
very good
I'm
call.
telling you.
I still love Chris Farley, David Spade.
Right.
All the duos, all the iconic duos.
Chris
all the
Farley
way-
and David Spade remind us of us.
Absolutely.
Like that buddy kind of comedy, how
Right.
they get paid to do it, we live it for real. That's
For
just
real.
how we are.
all the comedic duos, all the way back to Laurel and Hardy, all the way
right.
back up to
Abbott
here.
and Costello. Hey, I'm back.
Yep. There's something about that we realize that we have timing and chemistry amongst us to where it's like, it's just, I don't know how to describe it,
It's
but
weird.
those people all had it as well. So
Yes.
I'd like to couple us into that. Maybe not Hart Foundation, Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, but
Well, they don't
In a
need
twisted regard.
comedic timing.
they don't. They'll just, yeah, right. All right, Pete. But you know what I'm saying. Brett, you're still alive and we love you. Astronomicon.
Well, I meant they were wrestlers.
No, I know. No, I'm
wasn't
not
being-
saying that. No,
oh.
you weren't being nothing. I'm just saying, I mean, like the duo.
Yeah.
We are a tag team that doesn't wrestle.
Right.
Fair enough.
But we did at one time.
We
Now,
did.
I definitely wanted to bring up the nerdism and whatnot.
Absolutely.
So, since you two are the masterminds behind Astronomicon, what made you decide to take a step into the convention world?
It's something that we've always enjoyed. And we just had enough of our people around us saying, man, you guys can do this. You
Right.
can pull this off.
They were like, your love of all of these things and you're attending all of these other conventions growing up. You like, we mentally took note of what we liked and what we didn't like. If we, you know, like when you sit around and you look at the stars and you dream about what you're going to do and you get, we'd be like, if we had our con,
Right.
everybody would be cool. And if they weren't cool at our con, they wouldn't be allowed. If we had our con, like, because we've had impromptu situations with, we'll call them stars, celebrities, etc. And if you meet your hero and they're a douchebag, it changes your whole entire perspective of that person from that point forward. So now you have to go back and reassess all the times that you spent and you were captivated in that moment, and now you look at this person and they couldn't even say hello to you. Or they played you off like you were some peasant.
We pay attention to the details.
It's all about the details. Absolutely.
We go to all the cons, we look at them, and we try to bring it full circle into ours. Whatever we thought didn't work or wasn't entertaining, we didn't bring that.
And plus, we noticed how a lot of the cons that we went to, you would have to go, you know, your Star Trek sci-fi. Then it was just comics.
Yes.
Then it was just horror. And
Branded.
we're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But we like all three of those things. Why shouldn't they all be in the same room
Right.
under the same pop culture banner? Because essentially, those are pop culture movies, from be it Freddy Krueger to, you know.
And we made the call to make it a family event too,
Deadpool?
because it was like
Absolutely.
there was some interesting people that wanted to come.
Oh, absolutely.
Cam girls
yeah.
and
yeah,
famous
like
people,
adult stars,
right.
Sitch. But we made the conscious effort to say, It's more of a family event,
Yeah.
and we want that because we understand that our fans, as far as for Twiztid, a lot of our fans have children, and we know, having children ourselves, that you want to do that family thing where you can go as a unit, as a family, and go and have a good time, and
you don't got to worry about
be
your 3-year-old seeing a set of hootenannies.
right, and all of the bits and pieces of a young, provocative,
Look at
woman,
those Dunder Mifflins.
scandally clad woman.
Yeah.
No, but you know what I'm saying? It's like it's the fact that we're able to I say secretly or whatever, but behind the scenes, be able to provide that opportunity and those memories and that experience to other people and their families. That's really cool.
Yes.
That's part of the
Huge part.
rewards somehow, some way in the middle of that.
Okay, so we have to wrap up this interview with the final 3. So you have an upcoming album coming out called Generation Nightmare. What's that all about?
It's about us taking our
Think
music.
about it, man. Think about this generation. We are the nightmare of the generation before it. Everything they said we couldn't do, we did. It's
true.
We didn't accept their views, their ideologies. We didn't accept anything. We created our own. And that is the culmination of this record. You will hear that kind of anger, that angst.
Definitely,
It's
definitely
insane.
very. When you say the words emotion, people go to emo. So, but very emotional driven, very passion rooted in
Emotional,
the words.
where you're going to stand up.
When you listen to something and
feel
it
like
touches
a
your soul,
motherfucker.
that's how I
Person.
know. That's how when I hear a song, I can feel it in my soul. That motherfucker meant what they said. That chick means that shit. That's how these songs are. Like when you hear them, they immediately you start wearing the songs like armor to be able to face. Like when you
Absolutely.
turn on the television, it's a fucking nightmare. When you look out the window, it's a nightmare. Turn on the news. You want to know what a shitbag world we live
You go
in?
on social media,
We
everybody's
are.
talking shit about you. Well,
Right,
we're here
right.
to let you know none of that matters.
Right.
None of
We
it
are a
matters.
product of the generation that we were thrust into, hence Generation Nightmare. So we hope that everybody enjoys the record and actually and it really just feels the vibe and the progression and the evolution of us as a band doing what we do,
Absolutely.
because each record we like to raise the bar. We say that a lot, but this time we really did, and I think it's part of our ever
3 magical words that everybody needs to know. Evolve or die. Those 3 words,
that's it.
that's what we live
And that is part of our DNA to always push
That was
harder.
weird.
Push all what?
These 3 words. Evolve or die. That was
I mean,
weird.
no, it was very.
No,
I was
I mean
with
the
you.
words, but it was just weird.
No, I wasn't weird at all. It was like I actually agree with that, and it's like
That's
it's
it.
one of those things that you know we will always do this, and we stopped. I don't want to say we stopped giving a fuck, but we stopped letting trivial things that aren't important to our artistry and what we do as Twiztid and what we mean to people. We stopped letting all the trivial shit get in the way of
Dictating our lane.
break the dam down, let
Right.
the water flow, let the people drink.
Right.
Like, that is essentially where we're at in the mind state of this. Like, we're not going to let any hang up of some asshole who says your new shit is shit. I'm not going to go crawl under a rock and cry or die because it is your opinion. But truthfully, if you give the music an opportunity, I promise you, you will find yourself in that music just like we found ourselves in that music. And not only will you be home, but you'll never want to leave.
Fair enough. Final 2 questions. If people wanted to find out more about you online, where could they go? And what would you like to say to your fans throughout all the years?
Google the word Twiztid. Twiztid.
Yep.
There's official Twiztid for Instagram,
There's
for
Tweet
Facebook.
Me So Hard for Twitter.
Yep.
Yep, official Twiztid for both at the Facebook, the
Facebook.
Instagram. Those are the main social media platforms. We are, and by the way, we are always on those. Him and I have our own personal Instagram accounts.
It's almost like a direct cell phone connection to us.
Back in the days, we used to do a hotline, which was real personable. People would be able to call, leave messages. We would do that. But now, since technology, I can literally chat with people while I'm,
There's
changing my shirt or
awesome
something.
ways.
It's like we're more in touch with the family now than we've ever been.
Yes.
It's like that social media platform. We utilize it.
It made that
almost to the
easier,
point.
though.
Yeah, but I mean, we are one of those people where if you give us a tool, we will fucking use that tool. And I think that's what's awesome about
Better
it.
you use it than to be one.
For real, you never want to be a tool. And as far as what will we say to the followers and the family out there? Thank you all for representing with us. If you just came on yesterday, or if you just came on in 1989, we appreciate you all. What we do is for you, even if you don't understand that yet. Maybe one day they will. And we love you, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You should be at Astronomicon if you're not here. This is the second one. We did it once before. This is twice. We're going to do it again and again and again and again until we get to 25, till we're in New York, till it's Astronomicon New York.
What we said. Top 3 con in 5 years.
Come on, Astronomicon London. Hey, bloke. Are you with it? Will you be there? Would you go?
I don't know. That's
If I
a
could
flight
get
right
a
there.
flight
I'll
out
be
there.
I mean, I'm going
real
to
weird
put
about
both
my
of y'all on
flight.
a Greyhound to London. No, but you get what I'm
good.
saying. You get what I'm saying, though. I mean, it's like we don't want to box ourselves into anything. We sky's the limit with us, and we're like, the sky is too close. Let's shoot for the universe. I want to get some Thanos. I want to get some Stardust on us and shit and keep this shit fucking rocking.
They used to sell that in the 70s.
Stardust?
Yeah, it was in little blue bags.
God damn it. That's
Wasn't
drugs.
cut as hard as the other stuff.
He was cutting the baking soda.
But anyway.
Anyway.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for the interview opportunity. Well, folks, this is Joe from MIGeekScene at Astronomicon with Twiztid.
Yeah.
Fuck
Take it easy.
yeah.